Welcome to the animated recap. In this video, we recapped the comedy, fantasy and sport movie named Early Man that was released in 2018. This story originated during the reign of the dinosaurs. Then, when an asteroid hit the Earth, the dinosaurs perished. A handful of the people shown resemble what you may call cavemen. While residing in the caverns, they are able to escape and see the asteroid. They couldn't touch it since after being heated, it had become frigid. The cavemen hold the asteroid collectively, one by one. The fact that it was hot caused them to leap it. Other people also catch it. They start kicking it with their feet and playing with it. Another man who was standing close was scoring them. This movie illustrates how the game of football came to be. Years later, when the scene changes, it is still a ruin. People have started handling stones properly. Both houses and weapons can be constructed out of stones. Doug, a small child, is shown talking with his grandfather. He was shaving with a bug. He tells him in his own language that we ought to go hunting for a big game this year. Every year, we used to hunt little animals like frogs, but they weren't able to support us. His grandfather explains that the prehistoric ancestors chased a spherical thing when he displays the stone engravings to the grandson. He gives him a spear and says, "We will go hunting if we encounter this round monster." They set forth on their search. They encounter a rabbit in the forest, hold it, and spend the evening eating it. They then launch their spears towards whatever they believe to be close. After an arrow lands in their direction, they notice a huge creature is moving toward them. They all scurry back to their caves when a man gets off of it. Doug was there because he had left his sheep outside. Doug must act to protect his pet pig. A man who once served as a nation's governor leaves that massive object. The people were scared, which he noted when he approached to retrieve an orb. It was an old crystal-like artifact called the orb. It sells at a rapid clip. As a result of the abundance of beneficial goods that have fallen here, the governor decrees that mining shall take place. Doug hates it, so when he hears this, he is afraid. Doug makes an attempt to attack him with his tool, but instead he tumbles into the big wagon that the governor and his entourage arrived in. Here, Doug collapses. Because he wasn't paying attention, when he awakens, he has already reached their city. When Doug arrives there, he freezes in terror and slams the door in his attempts to escape. He observes other people entering the stadium and decides to do the same. The guards chased after Doug since he had nothing to provide and was ignorant of the conventions of the people giving out cash before entering. When Doug's foot slipped on some soap while he was running, he fell into a bathroom. He sees the footballers coming in, so I will enter while dressed as one of them. Along with them, he follows suit and makes his way to the stadium. The guys kicked the ball expertly to start the game. When the ball got to Doug, he was helpless to stop it. He stumbles, but then he remembers the paintings in his cave, including the one of the prehistoric humans kicking a ball. The problem is that after he booted the ball, the opposite team scored the goal. They are concerned about what he did when the competitor, whose uniform he was wearing, appears. When Doug's helmet was removed, everyone realized he wasn't the player. When the governor learns of this, he is incensed with Doug and issues an order for his expulsion. They'll still be stoned for a while. Doug cautions against using words like this since you have taken our house, regardless of what era we are in. He says the players for the governor can be defeated. You'll return to our home and cease mining there if I do this. At this moment, the crowd, players, and governor all start laughing, and he continues, "Doug, you can't accomplish this, but I accept your challenge." Then he asks for a few days so he can prepare for the match. Doug brings a football when he goes back to his cave in the woods. The creatures in his woodland ask, "What have you brought?" They are given an explanation by Doug of what he is about to do. His supporters wonder, "How shall we play this match?" Doug explains how their ancestors used this against them. He apparently gives the go-ahead for them to practice. They could not understand because they were not wise. The night is still young even if it is already late. the football is pierced when a huge duck steps on it and approaches. Doug is now worried about what could happen. Doug carries his pet pig and commends the opposing squad for carrying a football. He tells me to stop there and come back when I collect the football from inside. He was on the verge of passing out as he strolled around the stadium. "What are you doing here?" A city girl he encounters there queries. The girl then directs Doug to a spot where footballs are kept after he tells her that this has happened and that he has come here to collect a football. The guards believe they can see someone, though. The girl emerges clutching a football and hurls some balls at the security guards as they pursue them. As they are vanquished, she appears. The young woman enters Doug and his family's home in the forested tunnels. She informs them that the match will be handled properly and that it is not intended as a joke. "You don't need to worry because all you need to do is practice, and your predecessors likely played this game as well. I will demonstrate how she makes a fantastic preparation for them." When the governor finds out, he becomes concerned about how well the cavemen are practicing. Doug is seen coming out of the woods, but the governor's supporters are keeping him in custody. The governor issues him a warning as he leads him to a cave. "I know your ancestors played this game and painted beautiful pictures, but let me assure you, they lost every game," he says. Doug would feel awful that they didn't know how to play, so he was doing things to make him feel guilty. He won't practice as a result, losing the game. He queries Doug, "Do you still remember the deal? If you manage to defeat my players, I will leave. If not, I will mine there and hire your people as slave labor." Doug gets worried and rushes into the jungle to defend his people when he hears this. This couldn't be done quickly because the last game was the next day. Everyone had taken a seat. The governor had just taken a seat when Queen Ufifa arrived. She loved football, and they were both eager for the game to start. Due to the governor's request, Doug accepts defeat. He stands in front of everyone and says, "I accept my defeat and don't say anything to my tribal people. Take our land and I will do the job under you, but don't say anything to my people who are coming here." He was speaking as his tribe's members arrived while sitting atop the huge duck. Doug forbids them from playing and declares that it is pointless for them to do so, but his grandfather insisted that they do so because they came to this place. He obtains understanding from his grandfather's story and resolves against accepting defeat. The opposition's team was originally playing well as the game started, but they didn't lose heart and kept trying. They were essentially competing with them. The governor instructs the referee to depart so that I can make my choice after realizing that the goals scored by both teams were equal. I will give them a grade. The governor is happy to increase the targets and award his municipal team points. Doug opposed to this because it causes his grandfather to sustain severe injuries. His team wins after he includes his pet pig in the lineup and scores the game-winning goal. No one questions this goal since it was a worthy one. Everyone finds out that Doug and his pals won this game. The governor was escaping while snatching the valuable coins, but everyone could see him. He was received. After the monies were removed from him, Doug and his team were awarded a lovely trophy for winning this match and their valley. The queen rewards them by returning their valley because she values them. She tells them that they won't be made fun of once more. They happily make their way toward their valley. The movie ends here. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Please let us know in the comment section that what new movies we should recap in next videos. To watch more interesting animated movies, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.